by A1ESPORTS. That incredible nade is going to be enough to damage the entire squad and wipe them out. We do know A1ESPORTS has one of the best players inside the Bangladesh region, including Sinister.
How exactly are they going to be able to convert this for themselves? On their side, of course, is going to be A1ESPORTS, talking about that small little shed. They've got smoke wall as well as the shed working in their favor, but it is Deadeyes now that have moved into the open circle, and both these teams could either be pushing themselves back into the lobby, pushing each other into the lobby, or that could very well be a third-party situation as well right now.
Pretty much the third-party situations always do happen in the game of PUBG, and this is what keeps the more kind of like interest inside the game as well, because when the third parties happen, a lot of players aren't really happy about such kind of unfortunate things happening. But Vibes is still alive and good looking inside the game, and as I did mention, the new roster is looking pretty good. It seems like they've got Jiggle on their side this time, and an incredible player coming in from the squad of Carnage. And again, we do expect such kind of an incredible performance from that man as well. And it seems like Vibe has finally signed in Jiggle on their side. But Uzum, kind of an interesting position right behind that buggy. Is Vibe's going to be expecting him to be there?
The small little shed for themselves. They've got the smoke wall set up as well, but this is going to be a bit of a tricky situation because they cannot see. That's exactly what I was talking about. Saloplex, as they try and get themselves into the circle, they are going to be out in the open, and that's when things can go very, very wrong for them. And bringing the conversation towards A1ESPORTS, they are still looking pretty comfortable next to this small little hut, and they have so many utilities working in their favor, and also bringing in kills for themselves. To talk about Deadeyes, they were looking pretty strong with 10 defeats for themselves, 10 points, that is right there. And A1ESPORTS right now currently have 7 defeats. So again, both the teams that are out towards the north of this area that we're looking at are looking pretty comfortable with when it comes to the kill department. Skylight just holding that position for themselves. Only 2-man strong army for the moment, but it is Flex that need to bring themselves into a better location.
That's for sure. And now Sinister bleeding out pretty fast, pretty quick. The res will be there without any trouble, but it seems like no is going to be the answer because A1ESPORTS are falling and crumbling apart as there was a surprise attack in the game, and of course Jiggle is going to be striking at the right moment. White is still alive. Again, Jane though finally spotting out a player who
Fights in his favor has been knocked for the moment.
unfortunate stuff for him as well. Flex are kind of on a struggling phase this long time. Jordan still alive. Still not alive actually. He has been taken down. And now Sinister as well, kind of following the fray up. Crypto, of course, a man who's a laser beam, and I personally feel like he's one of the best players that Pakistan region has to offer. He did beam that one man out. Dante, his flank angle has finally been spotted, but he's already got himself the knockdown that he was looking for. Dante taking quite a lot of damage from the side of Crypto. He needs to watch out. Crypto probably needs to make it back to safety or at least to a cover. So maybe he's not out in the open and should not be giving Dante an easy kill. Dante spots out Crypto. His position has been given away. Crypto needs to play this out as safe and as fast as possible. He needs to be quick on his feet.
Well, boy, oh boy, this has turned into a situation that could go in favor on A1ESPORTS, because after all, Crypto is the only one surviving. On the other side, you talk about A1ESPORTS' lads. They have all 3 members pushing on alongside the position of Crypto, the last known position of Crypto, and Dante right here has the information as well, and is going to be retaliating, and we're going to be probably bringing down Crypto in a few minutes' time, because again, Crypto's shots, he is in the at the receiving end, mate. He is at the down low. He's at the down low when it comes down to his well, positioning altogether.
Game, you will need to retaliate back if you're in a real bad situation and things are kind of turning against you. The retaliation should be there. As A1ESPORTS opening things up against Deadeyes this time, but it seems like it's going to be Scarlet Gaming joining the fray from the back line. It's kind of a third-party side, though. Beyond, of course, the man doing a lot of work. Shycott almost went down as well, but he was barely able to get him down in the nick of time, and he will be popping a first aid in as well. So up till now, A1ESPORTS are looking pretty decent. The entire squad of Scarlet Gaming, though, has made it up top the hill. Heaven wants to send the entire squad of A1ESPORTS to hell, but is it going to be that easy?
Well, it certainly is going to be with that perfect nade coming in. That is just domination, along with which we talk about Skylight. The approach that they've had is going to be a very good flank angle coming in from Heaven, as well as Joker was trying to get in towards the flank, and he will be able to get himself in that position from the looks of it, which has now resulted in A1 Esports in a very tricky situation. Sinister is the one who's got all the health in his favor, but when it comes down to the utility, when it comes to the helmet, and of course, the West, that is where things are going to be difficult. And right here, this team needs to back out of this situation. A1 certainly needs to back out of this situation because Skylight is a 4-man strong army, and the way they are setting themselves up for this fight is looking pretty confident and comfortable, but seems like they're going to be walking out of it. They are not interested. They were more interested in getting into the circle.
I mean, of course, winning the entire game is going to be the main priority. But again, the fight for it to last. Solid game, putting in an insane amount of pressure on the players of A1 Esports. And finally, the final nail has been put in the coffin as the final man falls down from the